Entry 1909 was first. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to switch it to a different screen so you can follow along in your catalog more easily. 1 second. Yes, this will be far easier for you. In the International Milking Shorthorn Show Spring Heifer class, 1900, that entry was 20th. 1901 was 12th. 1903 was 9th. 1905 was 5th. 1906 was 15th. 1907, 21st. 1908 was 13th. 1909 was first in the class, best bred and owned, and first junior, Right Way Starsky P. 1910 was 22nd. 1911 was second in the class, second junior, Krause's Tanbark Ida ETP. 1912 was 17th. 1913 was 14th. 1914, 16th. 1915 was 10th. 1916 was 19th. 1917 was 6th. 1918 was 18th. 1919, 11th. 1920 was third in the class, Lazy M Bender Low EXP, 1922 was 7th. 1923 was 8th, and entry 3900 was 4th. The class now entering the ring are the Winter Heifer calves. The first place award in this class is presented by Short Milking Shorthorns of Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin. They are also presenting the junior award in the class.
Judge Lammers has completed his placings in the Brown Swiss Summer Junior 2-year-old cow class. Second junior goes to entry number 2546, Genlar FC Windmill, owned by Brody Jackson, Blake, and Garrett Hill of Cattaraugus, New York. Third place goes to entry 2556, Double J Famous Sniper, owned by Peter Vale of Valety, New York. Second place, first junior and best bred and owned, goes to entry number 2558, Pit Crew Phantom Christine, leased by Abby Foss, owned by Pit Crew Genetics of Cambridge, Minnesota. And first place and best udder goes to entry 2548, Nap Woody Pamela, owned by Peter Vale of Englewood, Florida. Judge Lammers, with your placings.
Well, really a good group out here in our summer junior 2 class, and for us, a couple cows that really sort themselves to the top. We give the advantage to our first cow today in the mammary system. When you get behind her, she's higher at the top of the rear udder. She shows more width through that mammary system, and just a little smoother blending at the top of that rear udder as well. In addition, when you get them from the side, she just got a little more flank to her, a little more spring to that rear rib today than the really stylish heifer in second. Second heifer, you love the silkiness, the straightness of lines that she has. I give her the advantage over our heifer or our cow in third today, just on her femininity and cleanliness up through the front end. She's cleaner down through the throat and brisket. She's thinner about the hide, a little cleaner about the bone today than our cow in third. Our cow in third, definitely the problem cow for us, a cow you either got to win the class with or put her in third for us. Today, she's just not quite clean enough and angular, but you love the frame. What a big, strong, powerful house of a cow that she is, and she uses that advantage in her overall frame to get over our cow in fourth. She's got more width and substance through the front end. She's obviously a more upstanding individual than the beautiful balanced cow coming out here in fourth. Fourth place cow, you love the straightness of lines that she has. She's hard top. She's very snug in her mammary system. She has that advantage over our cow in fifth today, just a little smoother blending out over the top line. She handles herself a little more comfortably on through the rear end than another beautiful dairy cow in fifth. Fifth over sixth, just on the spring that rib structure. She's got more arch to that rib, more drop to her flank today than a really nice uddered coming out. Nice uddered cow coming out in sixth. Excuse me. Congratulations.
For those of you who would like to mark the top 10 placings in your catalog in the Brown Swiss Ring, results for the Summer Junior 2-year-old cow are as follows. Entry 2548 placed first and best udder. She is Nap Woody Pamela, owned by Peter Vale of Englewood, Florida. Entry 2558 placed second and first junior. She's also best bred and owned. She is Pit Crew Phantom Christine, leased by Abby Foss and owned by Pit Crew Genetics of Cambridge, Minnesota. Entry 2556 is third. She is Double J Famous Sniper, owned by Peter Vale of Valety, New York. Entry 2557 is fourth. Entry 2554 is fifth. Entry 2546 is sixth and second junior. She is Genlar FC Windmill, owned by Brody Jackson and Blake and Garrett Hill of Cattaraugus, New York. Entry 2553 is seventh. Entry 2560 is eighth and third junior. Entry 2552 is ninth. And entry 2555 is 10th. For complete class results, please visit worlddairyexpo.com.
Our judges have completed their placings in the Milking Shorthorn Winter Heifer Calf class. Would our junior winners please take a step forward? Second place junior honors go to entry 1934, Hill Home Seared Chasin' Dreams E.T., exhibited by Bailey Wright of DeKalb Junction, New York. First place junior, she's also second in the class, is entry 1931, Miss Alexa Cyride Aerial E.T., shown by Alora Sprout, Springville, Pennsylvania. Our best bred and owned calf in the class is entry 1925, Lazy M Lots of Money E.T., shown by Lazy M Farm LLC, Michael and Herman Meyer, Stitzer, Wisconsin. Third place in the class goes to entry 1938, Norbert Spice EXP, owned by Dylan Reed of Vandalia, Illinois. And winning the class is entry 1948, Mutatice Barbie E.T., owned by Bailey Comar, Hinesville, Kentucky. Congratulations. And now to our judge for his comments.
Again, another really beautiful class of winter calves out here in our Milking Shorthorn ring. For Mike and myself, it was a class a little bit different sizes, shapes, colors, and makes out here, but we tried them a few different ways, but when we got them in our final lineup here, we really liked the way this class all come together. For us, this white heifer moving out, you just gotta love that style and that balance all the way throughout. She's got that long, beautiful head and neck, that femininity all the way down that top line, beautiful and curving thigh. And it's that femininity that gives her an advantage over this dark red heifer moving out in second. For us, like I said, she's just longer, cleaner, sharper through that head and neck, sharper down that top line. She's a heifer that shows us just a touch more drop when you get behind her, just a touch more drop to that rear flank and openness to that rear flank for us today. But taking nothing away from this big, powerful heifer moving out in second, a heifer that travels on a beautiful set of feet and legs. And it's that foot and leg that gives her an advantage over our heifer moving out in third. For us, she just tracks out so much straighter when you get behind her. She's a little bit more flex of that hock as she travels throughout the ring over this really well-balanced heifer, pretty front-ended heifer moving out in third. Third over fourth, our young calf here, a January 20th heifer. It's that front end that gives her an advantage over our young-aged heifer here moving out in fourth. Like I said, she's just so much more width through her muzzle, width through her chest floor, and carries that width and substance all the way through that rib structure and through that rump, having more width through for her tail head to sit down between her pins a little neater. We prefer the rise and extension and fullness up through the top of the chine today, blending more smoothly from neck to shoulder, shoulder to barrel, being fuller in the crop for us. Fourth over fifth over this big powerful heifer, just a heifer that, or fourth heifer, just moves so much more comfortably and freely on those hind legs for us today. We prefer the more desirable thorough placement. She's a heifer that just shows a little more flex of that hock as she travels throughout the ring as well. But another really tremendous class. Congratulations.